We'll go ahead and take questions for Coach or Lisa or Tiffany.
Aleighsa, just what was going on with their inside, especially with Stewart? She was just able to get around you pretty much anytime she wanted.
So one thing we focused on was being able to not only finish through their height, but also being able to defend it. It's just they made plays. At the end of the day, they made plays, and there's things we have to look at and work on to make sure we can correct the mistakes we made, especially on the defensive end.
Dawn, what did you learn about you guys tonight?
I learned that we got beat by a really good basketball team, but I thought the effort was there. I think we need to, we got finished. I think we saw when you get great positioning, you can be really efficient and effective. So hopefully that's a lesson learned from playing against this competition that some of our players can add to their games.
Dawn, as a former All-American point guard and a great player in your career, what do you think of Mariah Jefferson?
I think she's a great point guard. I think she's a great facilitator. She keeps the defense honest because she can hit it from outside. She can drive it to the basket, and when you have as efficient shooters as around her, it makes her even a better point guard. She looks great. She looks great. She ran her team.
Dawn, it seemed like Aleighsa got frustrated, kind of early, just not having anywhere to go. Just how much does that affect what y'all are trying to do offensively?
If I'm her, I'm frustrated too because it's hard working down there and not getting the ball as much as you probably want to get it. But for our team, she's got to continue to work. She can't just give up on plays. She's got to continue to keep people honest down there. Not just for scoring, just for exhausting our opponents. And I didn't think we had enough of that.
Coach, how do you not let this loss sort of pile into another one? The type of thing that took place today, you guys not really being able to find a way to sustain enough defense to slow down a very good team.
We play in the toughest conference in America. If you don't come ready to play, then you'll have, some overlap from this game. But we got a team that's really focused. We got a 24-hour rule, so we'll be dejected for the next 24 hours, and then we got to move on because we got to play an LSU team that's playing extremely well.
Tiffany, Aleighsa, are you guys kind of stunned? I mean, do you ever think that this could be the outcome upcoming here tonight?
Nah, we're not stunned. Like she said, this is no way, shape, or form, is a defining point in our season. We have to evaluate the film. We have to evaluate ourselves, and we have to learn from it and move on. But if you allow it to say, you're shocked, you're stunned, anything like that, it's just a great basketball team. We all know that, and we know the changes that we have to make to improve in areas that we didn't play too well in. But definitely not shocked.
How do you think this experience will drive you guys?
This is a loss that we're going to learn from. We're not going to drop our heads. We've learned a lot about this team just from this one game, so we're just going to take this and keep moving.
Tiffany, you guys came out right away. It was 18-18. Had a lot of things going offensively. Can you pinpoint where kind of the UConn's defense was able to take away what you were able to get done early?
Basically, they just got out in transition. They went on a little run that kind of put us back on our heels, and we couldn't answer it. So it wasn't really what we did offensively. It was how they just rematched them defensively.
Tiff, Lisa, how much can this game help prepare you for March?
You like I say, you look at it and you look at things you have to take away from the game, and that's what we're playing for. And like I say, if you put too much into it, you kind of wrap your whole season around one game, and that's what we're not trying to do. And like Coach Staley said, we play in the toughest conference in the nation. So you take away things you need to take away. You look at what you need to improve, and you work on it in practice, and you get ready for LSU. And that's the focus and that's the mindset you have to have because we still have a lot of games left to play.
In Memphis on Saturday, Gino benched Tuck and Stewart for pretty much the whole game. He only played like 9 minutes combined. Do you think he was trying to manipulate them a bit and trying to get them motivated for this game and get them more mentally prepared for what was coming?
For me, I just try to stay in my lane, which is South Carolina. I don't try to get into what's happening outside of what we're doing. So I don't know. I knew that we were gonna come in here and try to get a win, no matter, you know, who was playing or wasn't playing the previous games. I think once you start worrying about what other people are doing, you lose track on what you need to get done.
Donna, last year the LSU Kentucky games on the road where you guys really dominated, and then maybe didn't really approach that point for the rest of the season. Still won, but maybe not got back to that point. Do you think this kind of game can avoid peaking too soon? I mean, obviously you lost the game, but peaking too soon going forward before March?
Well, I don't think we peaked yet. You know, I don't think we've, you know, played our best basketball. And you know, for us, we're forever in search to play that, you know, our best basketball. So our players are in a position where we work on our weaknesses, we recognize them, and they humble us. You know, they make us work extremely hard and try to correct those things. You know, so for us, we got LSU. You know, we're tied for first in our conference, and we don't want to lose sight of being a really good basketball team. That's what we are.
Dawn, what makes UConn so impressive? Is it just their efficiency?
Well, it's, you know, they figured out who should shoot the ball, you know, who should have the ball in their hands, and, you know, they're patient enough to wait for it. And if you lose patience, they're going to score easily, and that's what they did to us. And, you know, obviously we got some things we need to work on, but, you know, from an efficiency standpoint, from a, you know, finding the right person to shoot the ball, it makes basketball a beautiful thing to see.
Coach, you're trying to take this program to new heights. Is a night like this just kind of part of the journey? I mean, you kind of expect that there's going to be downs when you're trying to compete with UConn on an annual basis?
This is absolutely a part of our journey. You know, I think, you know, to accomplish some milestones that we have this particular year, that's part of our journey. You know, I think each and every time that we need to learn a lesson, we've been faced with it. You know, this is no different. This isn't, you know, a destination game for us. We have a lot of basketball left to play, and the only way that this works for us is if we use it and we learn from it.
Aleighsa, Tiffany, you played in the SEC, you played Duke this year. Do you think you'll see another team as good as that going forward?
You know, you're faced with definitely with a different challenge every night. You know, with the SEC, every team brings a different dynamic to the game, something different than the opponent previous from you. But you know, that's a really good team in every way, shape, or form. And you know, you give credit where it's due. But you know, you don't want to get into the comparisons. You know, if this team's better than that, and you know, we just try to focus on the game ahead. And you know, if you keep going into it saying, okay, well, this team is this good, we just try to focus on ourselves and just, you know, do what we have to do to get a win.
Would you like to play him again?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Tomorrow.
Of course.
Anything else for South Carolina? Thank you.